where they come from, how to reset our nervous system, and move them from our body. And we'll provide chances for you to apply techniques like breath work and other suggestions, and also tell you what Holistic Affairs have in store. So for those of you who don't know who I am Latia Govambe, and I am a natural health consultant and an herbalist, and the CEO of HolisticAffairs.com, which is a website that is built with e-commerce. And I have plenty of resources and supplies for holistic health and wellness. So understanding this workshop will basically, since we don't have that much time, we're gonna speed it up and see as much as what we can do. I apologize for that. When you come to the next workshop, everything will be on time. And, so this workshop here is about understanding emotions workshop and the self-awareness. This concept explores the importance of self-awareness and recognizing one's emotions effectively. So once you know how to recognize and acknowledge them, you will also learn how to reset your nervous system and move stuck emotions out of the body. Regulation techniques. This concept explores ideas to regulate emotions by different ideas with breath work and physical movements. So Holistic Affairs resources also, this concept will focus on resources such as vital information on our website, along with beneficial products in our site. So this workshop, as we know, we're gonna go through emotion recognition benefits, understanding, recognizing, acknowledging differences that can help us notice where we need resolution and resetting our vagus tone, the benefits and what we need to know about our nervous system and how it plays a role in trauma and how it's stored with emotions. We will get good insight on how to regulate emotions. So physical techniques, we will have a better insight on where stuck emotions are stored in our physical body while moving them out identified areas. So understanding emotions lead to inner peace and growth. And understanding and managing emotions is the key to overall wellness and mental health. So join us to explore this essential concept. So as we all know, that energy and motion is emotions. And according to the motion spiral, we have up and down, which is ascension and descension. So when our emotions is ascending, we have higher vibrations like happiness, learning, as you can see on the chart what it shows. And then when it's descending, going down, when we have low vibrations of fear, humiliation, victim, guilt, and so forth. That is why when your vibration is low, your light particles are vibrating slowly and become condensed. Your energy literally feels heavy because you are not in alignment with your soul or divine self and are mostly operating from your lower self or ego. So when you are a high vibrational being, you recognize your divinity and divinity within others. You are in alignment with your soul, which is nourished by spirit. You're vibrantly healthy and your life flows. Excuse my language. I've been doing yoga and my back is killing me. So love versus fear. Vibrational beings. Low frequency are associated with disharmony in the body, and high frequency are associated with state of well-being. So happiness, positivity, health, love is a higher frequency than anger, pain, disease, disappointment, fear, and that's vibrating on a low frequency. A slow wavelength, and activates very few DNA antennas, which connects us to the cosmos. And love, high frequency, short, fast wavelength activates more DNA antennas, which connects us to all that is. So if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think of terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. jumping timelines. Okay, so jumping timelines, when you raise your vibration, you jump timelines, you step up onto a higher creational matrix whereby you operate at a deeper level of creation, creating on more levels of mind and experiencing multidimensional realities. Those who jump, so basically this means that you're in a process of letting go of previous time. You have to jump. Basically, it means when you're standing in front of a locked door, like example, how can you enter? You need a key. So the key is frequency. You need to raise your vibration before you can open the door to a new timeline. You have to build up your vibration. So raising your vibration like fasting, sunlight, breath work, juicing, clap your body, meditation, laughter, grounding, and so forth. So everything is energy. Your thoughts begin it, your emotions amplify it, and your actions increases its momentum. Emotions are extremely complex brain function, and the emotional core of the brain is the limbic system. So this is where senses and awareness are first processed in the brain. Mood and personality are mediated through the prefrontal cortex, and this part of the brain is the center of higher cognitive and emotional functions. Everything is energy. Your thoughts begin it, your emotions amplify it, and your actions increase the momentum. So as we going back to the emotional part of the brain, where we speaking on, when we say that, the hypothalamus, which is the homeostasis, thalamus relays on information, the amygdala emotion, and the hippocampus is the memory part of the brain. Here's a video that
when you block
gives more
yourself from feeling
information.
emotions, they don't magically disappear. They end up getting stored within your body. This happens because an intense emotional experience, such as a trauma, causes an increase in cortisol, adrenaline, heart rate, and breathing pattern. The intense emotional experience and physical response is triggered by your amygdala, which then causes the part of the brain called the hippocampus to store the memory and the emotional significance of the event. You then have two options: keep the emotion stored in your memory or process and release the emotion. Most people choose option one because of societal pressures. The stored emotion then causes you to have a frequent recall of the experience as well as an increased stimulation of your nervous system, which causes your nervous system to be in a heightened state, meaning that it's always ready to react to these unprocessed emotions. And over time, this leads to things like headaches, muscle pain, and digestive issues. It's the body's way of reacting to your unprocessed emotions. A way to start processing these emotions is through a practice like breath work. Breath work helps regulate your nervous system so that it feels it's in a safe place to start processing these emotions. If you would like a simple breathwork practice you can use each day, comment breathwork below and I'll send it to you.
Okay, so basically,
when you block yourself from feeling,
so the next one I'm talking about here is emotions are also stored in the organs. So fear, when it's too much, it's not balanced, it weakens the kidneys. Stress weakens the heart, anger weakens liver, grief weakens the lungs, and worry weakens the stomach. And here's the parts, here's a video of different organs that are affected by emotions. Because emotions may lead to a physical illness. It may manifest after a while if they're imbalanced. So restoring your vibration is conscious creative your reality, thus navigating life with heightened clarity and awareness. Once the vibration is healed, realities change. So when you heal the nervous system, you heal the emotional body. When you heal trauma, you heal the nervous system. When you heal the emotional body, you heal the psychic, empathic body. Or would you say the physic empathic body? And so now we're going to go to emotion recognition. So emotions must go somewhere. Feelings don't just vanish. If you think you've numbed it, forgotten it, or erased it, it will show up. It will make itself known in your triggers, your relationships, and your physical and mental well-being. Don't ignore an emotion that demands your undemanded attention. These precious teachers await your presence, and then they can pass. Now, here's a clip where
Anger masks hurts. You are hurt. You are in pain. That's why you are angry. If a boundary is crossed, be physical or emotional or mental, you are hurt. And we often focuses only on the angle on response. That's why I do not judge anger. Someone yells at me, I do not judge, hey, lower your voice. No, I understand and see you are hurt. And your way of protecting yourself is by raising your voice. You can assert safety or control in the situation. For example, there is always hurt. One of the biggest tools that I can give, and it requires training and repetition, is if someone is angry at me, instead of asking, why are you mad, bro? Or why are you angry? How did I hurt you?
So, basically, this is. So it says that you can't, you know, emotions mean something. Just control your emotions. It doesn't mean avoid your emotions. So feel your shit, understand your shit, but don't lose your shit. So right here, we're gonna talk about how you feel with the emotions, like when you notice your emotions and when you recognizing them, and then you see why, and then you determine what you should do. So it just gives you recognition. Like it gives you awareness of what your body is telling you, the reason why, so that you can give a resolution to what's going on with yourself and your life. So these examples, we're gonna start with the negative emotions and then work our way to examples of positive. So upset, I feel misunderstood, disrespected, anxious. I have too many thoughts running around in my mind that anticipated the worst case scenario. Hopeless, I feel stuck. Things will never get better. Lonely, I do not feel supported or valued by the people in my life. Overwhelmed, there's too much going on at once. Insecure, I am not enough. Sad, I'm not doing things that spark joy in me and align with my values. Drained, I have no energy to do anything. And so here's more examples, like anger, meaning I feel like my boundaries have been crossed. Remember when he gave an example of anger, like what it could be when somebody has pain in them and they want to release it a different way. So there's different ways to recognize these emotions. So fear, my mind and body are perceiving this as a threat. Irritable, I'm overwhelmed right now and need space. Dread, I feel really anxious about an upcoming event. Disappointed, my expectations have not been met. Sad, I feel unhappy and my mood is low. So to translate your emotions, bitterness shows you where you are harboring resistance towards yourself and others in the form of judgment due to avoidance of the underlying lesson. Resentment shows you where you are living in the past and refusing to bring acceptance and forgiveness into the present moment to heal by letting go. Discomfort shows you where you have the potential to alchemize pain into purpose by creating change. A shift in patterns in the now. Anger shows you where you have been depriving yourself of safety, love, and acceptance by violating your own boundaries or keeping yourself from embodying your authentic purpose. The transmutive form of anger is passionate, creative power. So you can transform and transmute like alchemy, anger into something creative like art or something that build as well as a production of, you know. So there's other things and ways that you can deal with these emotions. So this is especially when you just recognize where it's coming from. So disappointment shows you where you are still attached to a prior failure or wrongdoing that deserves to be accepted as step to conscious evolution. Guilt shows you where you are oppressing yourself by keeping in certain expectations or standards that must be lovely transcended. Shame shows you that you're internalizing other people's beliefs about who you should be or who you are and projecting an inauthentic expression of self. Anxiety shows you where you haven't fully come into alignment with your true self and where the lack of self-trust must be replaced by confident, forward-moving action. Sadness shows you the depth of your feeling, sensitivity, and empathy, or extent to which your emotions rule you. So,
There are the closing doors, please.
why is the screen in the way? How do you regulate emotions? So, angry, pause until I'm able to think clearly so I can respond rationally instead of reacting. I also would recommend breath, like breathe, and there's certain hand gestures that you do, but we're gonna get to that after we're done with the next few, because there's videos of that. So overwhelmed, write down what I need to get done, and focus on one task at a time based on importance. Insecure, I will work on appreciating and accepting myself, flaws and all. I am more than I give myself credit for. Rejected, if you reject it, you say, I will acknowledge that this feeling sucks, but I will not let it come because rejection is I won't let it consume me because the rejection is a redirection. So discouraged, I will be kind to myself and remind myself of the reason why I'm trying. I will use this as my strength. Anxious, focus on the present moment and take deep breaths to my nervous system. And breath work does regulate your nervous system, especially when your fight and flight is in balance with anxiety. And we're gonna get to that next as well. How to regulate, release emotions. We got anxiety and restless. Like we said, movement, shake and dance, Kundalini yoga, go for a walk. Grief, depression, sing, cry, deep belly breaths. Overwhelmed, panic, rub chest, box breathe and sit on the floor and cosmic egg pose. Anger, frustration, scream into or hit a pillow, exercise or sing. Associate it out of your body. Hug and squeeze yourself gently. Trace your body with your fingertips. Tap in EFT and yin yang yoga. Yeah, yin yoga. So now we're gonna go into the positive emotions. Joy means the outcome I wanted is now a reality. Hope, I feel optimistic about the future. Calm, my mind and body are in a relaxed state. Pride, I appreciate my strength and determination. Motivated, I'm ready to take on new challenges. Optimistic, I know that my future is bright. So there's love languages of the nervous system that you can produce based on your hormones and neurotransmitters. I see dopamine for reward, motivation, and pleasure. Mindful movement, nourishment with food, experience something new, checking lists off of something that you did, celebrating small wins. Oxytocin for love and connection, hugs, cuddles, hand holding, authentic connections, giving compliments, listening or relaxing music, having sex. Serotonin. Listen, believe it or not, well, there's gonna be another workshop for that too, because it's gonna be called unconscious sex versus conscious sex. But let's move forward because we have limited time. As a matter of fact, we're gonna have a part 2 because I see it is now, since we started late, it is 8:11. So we got approximately about 19 minutes. So what we can do is skim through and we'll do this on the rest of the next workshop. But here we go. I'm gonna read through this and then we're gonna start the physical routines. And of course, I'm gonna give you the referral, but you could always go to www.holistic-affairs.com. So again, we're going with the rest of it: serotonin, sunlight, gratitude, meditation, prayer, that releases serotonin, walks, restful sleep, drinking water, endorphins for pain and stress relief, laughing, exercising, playing, reading, acts of kindness, taking a warm bath, making love. You know, it's just so again, we're gonna have another workshop for that pretty soon. So there's a reason I bring up certain things, which definitely we have that in store for enlightenment. Now the next one was called recognizing your nervous system. Because we don't have enough time to stay on here and we want to start our new workshops, we're gonna skim through this a little bit and then we're gonna go to we're gonna try one of our, because about the timing and everything, we're just gonna try a technique. We're gonna skim through that. So I'm gonna just read this part and we'll get back to what we need to pick up on with recognizing your nervous system. So when we start with recognizing our nervous system, we first look at what causes a dysregulated nervous system. A trauma or event in the past that we could not process at the time. So it didn't complete and it got stuck in our nervous system. There was a.
The next stop is.
Continuing to the danger and stress.
And clear up the closing doors, please.
Like drug abuse and alcohol, living in an unsafe environment, life transitions such as death, pregnancy, and divorce. These are the symptoms of, if you have a dysregulated nervous system, that is the reason why these things will take place. So we heal the nervous system so we can hear clearly without the filter of our wounds, so we can communicate effectively without the cloud of trauma, so we can show up with the intent to connect instead of protect, so we can welcome healthy relationships instead of falling into old patterns, so we can respond without reacting, so we can feel calmness instead of chaos within, so we can feel the freedom to fully express instead of suppress, so we can lead with self-compassion instead of self-sabotage. So this is what happened when we heal the nervous system. The nervous system plays a very major role because it has a lot to do with stored trauma and emotions of why it affects in our life and why we are the way we are today and what goes on with us, with the people that is around us. So we're gonna get back to this on our next workshop, where the trauma responses, like the symptoms that you would see from trauma that happens with you or people in general, and then ways to heal with that. And
It's a Manhattan bound.
self-regulate.
The next stop is Third Avenue, 109th Street.
So let's go into, and then we're gonna go in. All right.
And clear up the closing doors, please.
Okay, so at this point, we gotta skim through because of our timing. All right, so give me 1 second. All right, so wellness techniques, we're gonna skim through that and we're gonna try one of these. So healing breath technique, a full cycle breath is when you breathe through your nose with your mouth closed, tongue hitting the roof of your mouth, breathing in as much air into the lungs and belly and expanding your abdominal muscles and chest as it flows in, go or along as it feels comfortable. This will increase with practice over time. Hold for a moment, 5 to 10 seconds, and then releasing everything, exhaling through your mouth and your tongue will naturally fall back along with your belly and your chest. So we could try this now. Or we could try, I'm just.
Third Avenue,
The next one we'll go into.
transfer to the DX41.
So the
Bus bus.
369
This
breath
is
work
a
method.
special
It
station.
calms anxiety, it rebalances the nervous system, and it reduces emotions or energetic blocks. So inhale for 3 seconds, hold for 6, bringing up what you would like to release from the stress. Exhale for 9 seconds while struggling your shoulders to release stagnant energy. We will be doing that. You can do that at home as well. If you want to screenshot this, go ahead and give it a try. The next one, we're gonna do this one together. So
This is
in fact, as you look at the screen. Right, so as you look at the screen, you're gonna, I'm gonna start it over. All right, so let's start this over. All right, what we're gonna do is the 3-6-9 breath work, okay? We're gonna start it with me and we're gonna count. I'm gonna count and you're gonna hold it in. So when you inhale for 3 seconds, you hold for 6. And while you hold, you're thinking about releasing whatever emotions that you're holding in or what stress you're going through. Then we're gonna exhale with 9 seconds. All right, so ready? Inhale, 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, exhale. 1, 2, slowly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, if you tried it, you could try this routine again at home. If you didn't get it right the first time. All right, let's look at the screen and then breathe as the screen is directing you on what to do in this one. Inhale, look. Hold. Good. How many of you tried it? Did you try it? Yeah, that was good, right? You didn't try it? How about you, Mr. Shabazz? Did you try it with this? It was good? Okay, so the next one, just look at the ball and you're breathing in and you are holding. Then you're breathing out as it goes down. And when it comes back through that, you're breathing in and then you hold as it go up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. So the next one, let's look at the timing. Oh, we got 9 minutes. So we're gonna quickly do this, and then when I see that we have 5, I'm gonna have to cut it short. So this next one is called tapping points. What each of the 9 tapping points mean and how they can help us heal. So during the tapping sessions, we tap our fingertips, on certain acupressure points along the body meridians, which we refer to as tapping points. So these specific acupressure points used in tapping have been mapped out and studied for thousands of years in traditional Chinese medicine. Okay, so you're looking at the acupressure points on the screen where the face and the chest and the fingers are. So here we're gonna start with the karate chop. This point is associated with emotional pain, like sadness or grief, and tapping here can help to release emotional pain and promote healing. So let's tap right here. It's called the karate chop. Can you see my hands? Can you see the screen? Are you able to tap right here? Okay, so the next one, top of the head. This point is associated with clarity, insight, and inspiration. Tapping here can help to clear mental fog and bring fresh perspective. So tapping here on the head. You feel it? It says it's associated with clarity and insight and inspiration. All right, we may have to speed this up. The eyebrow. Okay, the point is associated with anxiety and fear. So tapping here can help to reduce feelings of worry and promote calm. Let's tap here on the eyebrow, everyone. Very good. Okay. Side of the eye. This point is associated with anger, frustration. Tapping here can help to release pent-up anger and promote emotional balance. Okay, everyone, are you tapping on it? How does it feel? When you're angry, you should do this.
Yeah.
All right, now the next one is under the eye. This point is associated with stress and tension. Tapping here can help to reduce feelings of overwhelm and promote relaxation. So under the eye, right here, this promotes stress. It is associated with stress, tension, and it helps you relax. You feel it? Now, under the nose, this point is associated with shame and guilt. Tapping here can help to release feelings of shame and promote self-acceptance. Are you tapping, Mr. What's your name, sir? Sir, are you tapping with us? Hello? We're getting ready to end out, so I'm gonna have to, we can do the other ones at another time. Because we have other ones here that we're gonna do with the next class.
Rather than an unfamiliar habit.
So
Your nervous system
quickly,
is
what I'm gonna do, since we have 5 minutes, is go into holisticaffairs.com. Okay, I'm sharing the screen with you, so.
Yes.
I wonder why he was not participating. That's weird. Maybe somebody was with him watching.
Hold on, give me 1 minute.
So here is, we're getting off in 5 minutes, so if you go to holisticaffairs.com, here, when you go on the site, we have, whenever we have more products here and more workshops, you can always go on the site to see. Right now, we're promoting our self-love CMOS and our love bath, which will also help restore emotions, because they have the love bath has magnesium in it, and it has rose quartz and a lot of herbs. There are herbs in here as far as lavender, jasmine, that help and give with antidepressant and stress and give love vibrations and antibacterial, everything that's all combined to help restore your emotions and help you feel good. And your self-love CMOS here, of course, we know that this has it's packed with all minerals and natural vitamins, and it has melatonin, it has natural, it's amazing right here. You want to check this out, you go right, you click here, and then you go into the shop. I know that you have to click on the bottom here. So when you click here, you go into the shop and say you want to purchase this drink here. This will come up right here. And this will give you more details of what benefits this have. We also have other capsules and herbal teas and essential oils involved with plenty more for health-wise. This is just restoring your emotions, balancing you, make the feel good is just everything to make you appreciate life and yourself, right? And feel lovable. So at this point, we have about 3 minutes. Thank you for joining. Sorry that this was not at the right time. There was a technical difficulty with the technology. But our next workshops, we will be having better more interesting topics. This is an interesting topic, but we'll finish the rest of this one up, and there will be interesting topics like unconscious sex versus conscious sex, just a whole lot that we have in store. So just don't forget to go into the shop here if you want to find out. We have lots of things for skincare, women's health, pain relief, stress relief, energy, aphrodisiac, all of it. So and we also have consultations as well. So if you want to book a consultation for a holistic care solution, or you want a Zoom consultation based on your interests, we're right here. Okay, and of course, this is me and what I'm about. If you want to read more in the link, video coming up soon. Yeah, so check out holisticaffairs.com, and thank you guys for tuning. Thank you guys. All right. Peace and love. Is the video there? All right. Sure. Oh, look out for the workshop is next week. And here's the information if you want my email. If you would like to say something in the chat. All right, and here's the site and here's my phone number.